in. All that. Good morning, everyone. We are going on our third navigation run with FSD Beta. I'm not supposed to use it in parking lots, apparently, so I'm not. But we're gonna go to Moe's. Let's see what happens here. All right, so I'm gonna turn it on, and we're watching it. The first two trips were exhilarating. It drives fast and very confidently, sometimes when it shouldn't be. Well, stop in the street. All right, so I gave it accelerator on that one. Okay, the signal would be nice. I'm also finding that it likes to change lanes in the middle of intersections, which is not legal. Or at least it's enough to get you a ticket. So I'd like to see them adjust that. Alright, so here's another complicated one. We got traffic coming on a hill. And then we don't have the right of way here. It's creeping forward for visibility, so I guess I can see down the hill. It's enough creeping. You don't have the right of way. You can stop creeping now. Alright, I'm gonna stop it just because this person doesn't know. Oh, he's waving us over, that's why. Alright, continue. We do have our multi-camera setup, but I can't live stream from that, so I'm not even gonna try. This is an interesting route it's choosing because we need to go that way. I'm gonna help it. Oh, now you don't want to go? Okay, fine.
Hi, from Stockholm.
The phone stopped?
No, that man, I remember him.
Oh, from Stockholm?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey there, how are you? Anders. Whoa, this thing is aggressive. It's faster than I would do this. And I drive fast. Okay. I like the little brake lights. I probably shouldn't stick my hands through the spoke the way this thing yoinks the wheel. Everybody say hi to Luna, who's doing the camera work for us today. Okay, we got a green light, so it should be able to do what it wants. Alright, good. Right, from what I understand, it's not single stack, so when we get on the highway here, it's just going to be regular navigate on autopilot. But that's okay, because it gives me a chance to see how that part does. Because even though they keep saying minor changes on all the previous updates, they were still changing navigate on autopilot. Alright. Keep my foot away from the pedals for now. It's a lot smoother on these turns. It's not doing that tick-tock motion, and it's not done. You can tell it's not done, but I don't understand what they were so afraid of people who have years of experience with autopilot having it for. I do understand some people just didn't want to lose their speciality, but I do appreciate the other folks who had the program sticking up for the rest of us that could try this out. I don't know why we're doing 50 and a 65. There we go. So I've told it to pull the speed back up. The maps have not been updated. They're still the same old 2020.48 maps. Now it's racing this smile. Let him in. Okay. This will be a fun one right here because the end of this on-ramp is a little bump and a hook. So the navigate on autopilot feature is still very polite, allowing people to merge. They probably shouldn't. And as you can see, if this thing were getting graded for hard braking and close following and stuff, it would get probably a 50. Okay, we're back on the road, and now it has transitioned from navigate on autopilot, from full self-driving beta to navigate on autopilot. See the visualization changed already. So, depending on how this traffic does for us, we will then get back onto a city street, and a rather complicated one. So we'll see how it does there. But it's in Mad Max mode, and I've got my following distance set to, I believe, a 4. Yeah, a 4. So we'll see how it makes its way through this traffic. Model 3. This lane is one I would try to stay out of, just because the merge up ahead from the next junction is, or not junction, but on-ramp is one that typically causes a little bit of congestion. I like that it's tracking cars off of the path that we're on right now. That truck was following right up until it was out of the draw distance, as well as this Hyundai. Okay. It looks like the late braking is gone. There was some late in the button built. It would just ride on up to somebody, just slam on the brakes, and it would get so close to the point where you'd have to kind of decide at the last minute if it was going to brake or not. And if it didn't, that meant that you would have to brake, which means that you would get a hard braking event. I'm glad to be done with that build. This is a whole nother level of nerve-wracking. I'm liking the lights on all the vehicles. So the truck's got its brakes on, and you can see the little brake lights, as do the ones in front of me. It's drawing a lot more cars than typical. On our city streets, this was all just navigated on autopilot screen. There was no map. There was no. I don't have a tachometer up here. Or not really a tachometer. What they call the energy display. So, let's see how that goes. Anybody else anything? Say anything?
Yeah, but I can't read.
Can't read it? Alright, so when we get to a stop, like if this comes to a grind stall, or when we get there, I'll read the comments and talk about what you guys are saying here. This is interesting to me. I feel like I can catch my breath now that we're like in traffic. I don't know why it's choosing in Mad Max to stay in this lane. It's not drawing the next lane, so maybe it can't see well enough to make the lane change. Next time there's a break over there, I'll signal for it to go and see what it does. There's one. It's not going, so it can't see the next lane. If I knew that, I would have took over and put the P100D to its work. Okay, so no crazy merge right there. That was nice. It was just the proper zipper merge. Look at that. The two Japanese cars, the Altima and the Camry, just zippered in, and the car let it. That was cool. Not bad. I haven't been going fast enough to see how it does with trucks yet. I imagine it would have ducked over. Let's see if it gives extra room, because that is a wide load. It probably won't. It's pacing him. Don't pass him on the right. Just in case. So basically what I did there is I kicked it out of autopilot so that it would coast and he could get ahead of us. I could just slow it down, but I don't want to do that, because his lane is moving so much faster than ours. So I just want him to go. It's fine for these sedans, but with the Model X, it's kind of taller. I don't know. I think he's going our way. This Wegmans is in the same shopping center as the Moe's, but he could have been loading the one behind us, or he could be coming from somewhere else. But it seems whenever we are headed there and we find one of these, it goes exactly where we're going. Alright, we're going to change lanes. Alright, so it highlighted him in red for a second, and then it did a smooth transition. I like that. Alright, it sees the truck behind us is kind of fading in and out. Much smoother than the last build. This is more like a couple months ago, where it felt comfortable to use this thing on the highway. The one that we just had for the last 2 weeks, it was very stressful. You didn't know if it was gonna ever never stop when it needed to. All right, so it's respecting my 4 follow distance. The other one didn't do that either. It seemed to be at a 3 or 2 on its own. The other thing to note here is our car is now a vision car. Even though it's got the radar, it's no longer using the radar, according to the email from Tesla. So our top speed is now 80. Yep, I'm going faster than 80, but I don't want to go that fast because I don't want a ticket. So I brought it back down. And I forgot what the other limitation they said for the radar was. Let's change lanes back. And bump it up 5 more miles to keep up the traffic. There we go. So coming up ahead is the first turn that the car ever started making on its own before it was supposed to, before Navigate on autopilot was even really a thing. It would get, well, no, Navigate on autopilot was a thing, but definitely only on highways. And then this other place is more of a parkway. And it was doing fine on it for many versions. It stopped for 1 or 2 versions, but then it came back up. Up on that truck again with the bridge pieces. I might just shift lanes in order not to pass under his bridgeness. Yeah, let's get in front of the Model Y, or behind this Model Y, I guess. He's going too fast. No, he's coming behind us. That's alright. Alright, we'll see how he fits into the bridge. Or she. I like that tint. We passed that before the other night, Electra. Alright, there's traffic merging in, so I need to get over regardless. Whoa, okay, so the double back garbage is still in there. Something came up from the side and spooked it, but it was in another lane entirely. Let's get behind the Model Y. I just don't want it riding up the edge of that bridge. Looks high enough. Yeah, that Model Y is almost our height. Okay, we'll pass him on the right. I know passing on the right is not allowed, but it's discouraged. We can get a ticket for it. We're slowing for it. Okay, so it saw the overhead sign, it tried to slow for that, and then it realized it didn't need to, so it didn't. Alright. Oh, I remember what the other thing was. The follow distance is limited to 2. So right now we got set to 1 and it went to 2. Let's go back to a 4. The big sky window. Just saw myself bird out the corner of my eye. What I like it best for is when you get close to a stoplight and it's like right here. You couldn't see that on most cars. On Model S there was a bar right here, so that was pretty cool. In fact, I think we've come up to one of those in a minute. Our turn's coming up in 2 miles. Yeah, it stretched out to 60 foot. Wow. More comfortable than the previous build, and I have a feeling that some of that is just because of what the safety scores did to us. As far as I think that might have been a form of abuse, really. Torture? No, not quite torture. It was not fair because it was way too strict. All right, coming up on our turn. Navigate on autopilot would always do this part, and then at the end, it would also make the next turn, and then it would freak out a little bit. No, it wouldn't go straight, but then the road ended. So we'll see how. I think this will do a lot better because now it's allowed to make the maneuvers it needs to do. I just need to make sure that it doesn't try to change lanes in the middle of the intersection, as it want to do so far. Elon admitted that it is better in California. A couple of people have said that, oh no, it can't be, and other people have speculated that yes, it is. And Elon said that he's got a lot more training in California. He didn't out straight up and say it's better. Alright, so we should say a signal soon, and then we should also transition back to city streets. All of this should go away, and everything should move to the bottom of the screen. Oh, we're going slower than I thought it was. Another couple seconds. I think this will actually work even better because this same parking lot is registered as a road in the maps. If I try to do smart summon in the parking lot, it says no, not available on public streets. So I think this parking lot might actually work, but I'll have an extra close eye on it and we'll see what it does. Alright, signal. Any day now? There it is. Alright, speed drop. I'm still nervous from the last one in the late braking. Alright, there are city streets. Everything went away and then moved down. It got bigger. I like it. Alright, so this turn it usually did just fine on Navigate on Autopilot. And okay, it's yielding. I like that. It doesn't need to. Alright, go. Oh, there's road construction too, so this will be extra fun. I forgot this road has road construction. Well, I wouldn't do it that way, but yes, that's the correct move. I would normally ride this lane out and then change lanes. Okay, it still freaks out when cars way ahead cross its path, like that pickup truck. Okay, now we're back onto the part of the road that's not under construction. Alright, we're coming down the hill. Got another traffic light to go through. I do like the way it just goes through the green lights. No more beeping or toggling switches. Alright, the speed limit is going to change to 55. We'll see if it goes up, and then we'll immediately exit to the right. You could never really do this exit because of the way the lane was painted. And how long it takes to change lanes typically. Alright, here you go. You got it. Come on. Yes, there you go. No signal yet again. Okay, it did pick the speed up. I like that. Alright, let's see if it goes the right direction here. It's not that complicated. It's just... previously, if I tried to activate Navigate on Autopilot here, it would try and jump lanes. So I'm going to give it both hands here. Yep, it's green. You got it. Go. Don't change lanes. You're just as bad as the people who drive here. Okay, I took over, put it back in the correct lane, and then turned it back on.
I think the people watching us, they're gonna say, oh, my head, shit.
Well, we need to get a phone holder if we're going to go live stream. I'm probably going to stick to the recordings for this type of stuff. Alright, so it wants to go past this Mercedes, and I think it will. And then we've got to get over. I guess it's going to hold it out until it gets closer, because we still got a whole mile before we have to be over there. I am liking that most of the cars don't jump anymore. The lanes are still a little jumpy, but not anything like before. Okay, sees the man walking to the car, saw the flashing lights, and they got a little confused with that. Okay. Alright, I was about to say, you should probably get over. There you go, good job. So weird to have nothing on the display but the map, or with the diorama. Alright, it typically didn't have a problem with this, but it usually slowed down, so I'm gonna give it 2 hands here. All the experienced testers in my circle have suggested I should watch the rims. The dash cam didn't like that. As I said, I find it a matter of pride to not be one of the Teslas with wheel scuffs, so I am watching it closely. All right, that's the way it took that turn. Like it wasn't expecting to see so many cars there. It felt like. Go, go. All right, I gave it some accelerator. Take over. All right, so it's still not the greatest at this part. And then the camera's not gonna let me in. What a jerk. He saw my light and he sped up to block me out. All right, let's just go this way because we can't turn there now. We gotta turn to the next one. Go through. Go through. What I did was I just gave it accelerator to keep it going. No, don't turn left. Turning left would not get you what you want. There you go. Turn right. All right, we got the green arrow. Let's go. You got this. Okay, good job. All right, make the next right, please. Okay, good job, good job. Watch the cross traffic. All right, it should stop at this stop sign, even though none of us do. It says waiting for our turn. That's what it said on the screen. Okay, and there's the Moe's. I don't know where it's gonna go after that. Is it gonna just keep driving or what? There's Moe's. You've arrived. Okay, cool. Good job. Let's wait on this person. I don't know what they're doing all over the parking lot. They got their flashers on, all four ways. All right. All right, so let's look and see what you guys are saying, and then I'll go run this errand, and then we will come back and maybe do this again, depending on what Luna's got for our next destination. So supposedly this car can back up now on autopilot. We'll see what it takes to do that. All right, Luna, let me hold the phone and see what everybody's saying to us. All right, where is the text? Here. All right, I'm gonna rotate the view. Sorry, guys. There we go. Oh no, it's telling me to rotate it back. There we go. There we go. All right, hello, Anders. Is it okay to live stream FSD beta? I believe so. They didn't give me any NDA to sign or anything. Tim, hello, all the way from St. Mary's. Yeah, I know it's not that far, but it's a work day. Absolutely. I'm living FSD through you for this area till my 99% is good enough. I agree. It was so nerve-wracking to get that 99 up. I had to do an extra 400 miles. Hockey Day says, having fun with FSD 10.2. Tim asked if parking is better now, and is Smart Summon usable? I don't think I can use Smart Summon here, but let's go ahead and let's try a park. There was a place I could have parked where we started at, but people were being special, so I didn't want to incite any road rage. So let's try an auto park and see if it's any better. I don't imagine that it is because they didn't call that out. And green didn't find anything. This should be an acceptable spot. We'll see. Yes, it is. I got a little P way off in the distance. Okay, that's the same. I imagine my car is still doing it blind, but the new Model S and Model X, they do it with cameras. This is so nerve-wracking when it gets close like that. Okay, I think it might get that close because I have it summon set to really close for the tight garages. We've always had single car garages. It sounds so bad. Oh. It's not as slow, but it's not that much different, if it is different at all. Don't hit the curb. All right. It thinks these are lanes. I guess it's not that much different, except now it's showing them. Thanks, Jeffrey. Yes, like there are no NDAs for new beta testers. Yeah, ultrasonics are still needed to park, even on the new Model S and Model X, because they use the ultrasonics for like a safety catch, but they use the cameras. So with them, I could literally let me make sure it's clear out this way. Okay, I could literally drive past all these empty spaces on the new Model S, and then you could just hold park for like a moment, and then it would actually park at any spot that it sees, which is cool. So I have my car set to roll. So we're going down the hill because I don't have the brakes on. All right, let's get that spot back. All right. And let's take like a 5-minute break or so. Luna's gonna think about where we're going next. I'm gonna run this errand, and then we'll catch you guys on the flip side. It's gonna be another stream address because I'm not sure how to work mobile.